Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I am going to simultaneously do a flip through of my February planner for you and move things over to my March planner. So this past Sunday I had a video where I did my March monthly, and I also kind of showed you how I pick the guts of this planner. It's actually franken-planned from several different planners. So every month I kind of change out the content. So it ends up being only 1 month at a time in my planner. It works really well for me, and I get to change out the covers and some of the elements, but some of them I keep the same. So let's kind of get going. So at the beginning, I'm going to kind of move this over here so I can move things over. I have this sheet of pictures of friends and family that I want to always include, so that will move over to my new planner. And then an envelope to hold all the things. This one is from the Miss Maker line, so I like having that there just when I have little things like receipts and stuff like that. Then at the beginning of my planner, I have my name page, which will go in the front. I cover up the back of the name page because I was changing it up from what it was before. So that is from the Miss Maker planner. And then I have almost like a vision board. These are some positive quotes that I love having in my planner, so I include those. The Happy Planner used to make all these pocket pages for the classic size, and they just haven't in a while. So I have my vision board for 2022. That will make its way over to the new planner. And you can see when I had things that didn't match up, meaning like the layouts were different, like I didn't need the perpetual calendar type feeling, then I just adjusted it from there. So taking this out, this is my calendar where we kind of plan ahead for the year. And I'm going to take that. I have these 2 paper clips. Those will come in handy in a moment. So we're going to move those. And then I move this whole calendar over. And that will work really well. Okay, so this is January into February. So that's my February monthly, February also, and February currently page. Going into February, I have this gorgeous divider that I made using some gorgeous glitter vinyl from TechCraft, and I just love those dividers. I love the clear dividers. Really helps me find all my stuff. Oops, you know what I'm going to do? This has to go on this side, and we're going to fix this up in just a second. I'll show you how. So that's going to be over here in my March planner, but let's look at February. So here's my month of February. You can see it gets all filled in. Lots of stuff happens. Things get crossed off. It's very much a functioning, usable planner. And then we go through the weeks. I had a lot of fun this time around playing with some different colors, doing some different styles. I really did embrace the Valentine's feel. Some weeks ended up getting filled out more than other weeks. This is just a sweet note from my husband that I wanted to keep in my planner. And it's been fun kind of going through. You can see I'm getting ready for birthday parties, all of that stuff. So it's been a bright, vibrant month. What I'm going to need to move over is my March monthly page, and that's going to shift over when I move my March planner. It's going to come here, and that is where the paper clips come in handy, because I'll simply do this, paper clip these 2 together so it's not awkward to have kind of half of a spread here and there. And then I will be able to work on my March currently page when I'm ready. So that is all set. Next, moving on in my planner. So let's move through. Here we have March, still working on some layouts in March, but we get to the end of that month. We have April currently. What I need to do next is put my daily divider. So I always have a daily tab in my planner. I like using daily layouts pretty much every day of the work week. So this is just a quick flip through of some daily layouts that I do. It gives me a chance to get a little bit creative in the morning, to play with some color, play with some stickers, and then I can get my thoughts down on the page. I have a big to-do list. I usually do gratitude. Sometimes I do journaling, and I just change it out. So those are my daily pages. I have some extra that I didn't get to this month. No big deal. We're going to keep going through. Got my daily pages all set up in here. I'm going to try a different daily page this month, and that is a more colorful one from a new block pad that was part of the spring release. Next up is wellness. So I'm going to take this out, move it over for wellness. And let's take a look at my wellness spread. So I was writing daily something that was a non-scale victory. You can see that I definitely got off. That's something I want to get back on. I was really enjoying that. But for wellness, I track what I eat, and then I track the fitness. And sometimes I decorate. Sometimes you can see I got off track and I didn't necessarily track it. And I thought, you know what, I'll just start again next week. So coming through all of these, and it just helps me kind of stay accountable to what's going on when I track those things. So glad to have all of that in there. You can see there's like an extra hair or something in there. Okay, so that's my wellness. We will shift that over. Got that all set. And then we're going to come to the recipes or the meal planning. I do have the meal planning planner, so we're going to shift this over to get that started for the month. I don't use the dividers in that actual one. So in my meal planning one, you can see I didn't really use that. It's very simple. I just kind of do a list over here. This one I don't decorate. It's just for taking notes and getting that ready to go. All right, so after my meal planning will come notes. And I do have several note things that I want to transfer because I was working on some pages for Go Wild. And I have several Go Wild pages that haven't been filled out yet. I'm getting ready. When you see this video, it'll be the day before I go. I put these together on a Patreon video. So if you are a Patreon member, then you can see those. I have some other lists that I keep in my planner on a regular basis, and then some note paper. And I have a different note paper selected for this month. So we're going to just leave that extra note paper there. Move some of these elements over that I want to keep in my regular planner. And then let's move these Go Wild pages over as well. So that is done. We'll skip over. Then we have the list challenge. So for my listing, I use a vertical lined planner. I use the Spoonful of Faith planner. I have this tab. We'll move that over so that it is ready to go. It's so funny because one planner gets really skinny and one planner starts to like bulk up with all the tabs. So we have 2022 list challenge. Got that. It'll go right behind there. This is something I'm doing with my patrons. So every month they have a listing challenge. This was February. I'll print off March's and add it in. And it's just a fun prompt to kind of create 10 lists. And some of them are deep quotes that inspire you. And some of them are just fun things like gift ideas, priorities, ta-da lists, things like that. So here is where I kind of keep all my ideas for different lists that I use with my patrons. So we'll keep that. And then let me show you what those end up looking like. So I decorate the week. I have the lists in the top, and then I just fill them in throughout the week. Some weeks I get a lot done. Some weeks I get less done, and that's okay. It's fun to decorate. It's fun to look at those. Some of that's personal, so I'm just going to kind of briefly go over those sections. But it's something I'm enjoying, and I've done it every week so far of 2022. So hopefully I can stay on top of that. Next is my journaling section. I change that out each month. I use a different guided journal. So this past month I did one of the gratitude journals, and you can see I have fun just decorating using different color pens. I do a reflection and daily gratitude. I don't usually do anything on the blank pages, and you can see I have plenty of extra. So did it almost every day, but not quite. Missed some, and that is totally okay. So this particular month, I'm going to be using a different gratitude journal, and this one is full page. And I like that it's a morning and then an evening layout. So I think that's going to be fun to kind of change it up. So that is what I'm trying this month. It does have more pages that way, so hopefully it won't be too thick in my planner, but we'll kind of see how that goes. And then the last thing that I do is my lettering section. So I ended up purchasing the classic size lettering planner so that I could keep it in my catch-all planner. And I have a lettering challenge that I do with my patrons that I send out to them every month. This is our February lettering challenge. And then you can see we go through, I letter a word a day for the lettering challenge. And then I use these pages just as practice for different lettering techniques. I did this all last year and it has really, really helped. I feel like my lettering has gotten much, much, much better. So that is my February planner. Now it is moving straight on in to my March planner, which got a lot thicker in the last little bit. And you can see it's fun. It's all organized. So some things I do once it's all in here, I trim off these tabs because I happen to like my clear tabs that I created with the color, and so I think that's what I end up using. I still like having some of these dividers though, just for fun, because I think the dividers are beautiful, but I do trim off the extras so that when you're looking, you just see the different dividers and you don't have to see the tabs sticking out. So just a suggestion, it just looks a little less visually cluttered when I do it that way. And when I'm franken planning and I have all of these different tabs that are all of these different places, then it gets a little bit confusing. And so I like having the organized tabs, and if and when I add a different section or take away a section, I can kind of reorganize those. So if you can tell now, it's much easier to see much clearer where everything is. And my March planner is all ready to go for Go Wild. So what I will do, I am on the last weekend of February. I will keep this out, finish working in it for February, and then I take all of these sections and I redistribute them back into the planner they came from, so that at the end of the year, I will have all of those completed planners ready to go. Something else I've been using in my planner and really liking are these Avery Ultra tabs. And these are like adjustable tabs. I've been loving them. I used silver last month. This month, I'm going to go with some color. And I use those just to help me find specifically where I am at the beginning of the week. So here is a layout I did for my Patreon. This is going to come right here. I can stick it on. It's not going to mess with anything. You can see through it. And then when I close, I'll have that right there so I can turn straight to that week. I do the same thing on daily pages. So let's go with, actually, I'm not sure if I want to do the green. Is there green? Oh, there is green. Okay, let's do the green. That'll go next. It goes with the cover pretty well. So with each of these, you get like a whole stack of them. I feel like that. And so I reuse it several times. Like some of those lasted the whole month, and I can take it, move it to the next page, and it works just fine for me. Or if it gets a little messed up, you can just toss it and get a new one. And then I always do wellness as well. So that'll be right there. So I have those all set. So when I'm coming to my planner and thinking, oh, I need to go straight to my wellness current week, I can flip to that really easily instead of flipping through a bunch. I don't have them for all of the tabs because the other ones I don't mind flipping through, but that helps me get to some of the very necessary places in my planner faster. All right, I hope you enjoyed this little sneak peek at my February planner and a sneak into how I get my planner set up for the month. I am really looking forward to March. It's going to be a great month, and it's starting out with Go Wild, which is a planner conference in California, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited to be heading that way. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. I will have links down below to the different planners that I use to put together these planners. They're all franken planned from a bunch of different planners, and I use all of these on a weekly basis, and it really helps me stay organized and get things done. I want to give a huge shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much. We're having a great time over on Patreon. So if you want to check it out, there is a link in the description box and you can find out about all the perks and different things that you can receive as a Scrappy patron. All right. I hope that you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.